so much for attending my presentation. I would thank Sherry for attending, our great ALA president. Michael, thank you, Dr. Hesham Mohamed here. Thank you so much. Thank everyone to come today. And I hope this presentation will give you something that you can develop in your library to make it more better and serve more people. This morning, today, we're talking about a transformation, library transformation. I just brought you today a practical example of how library can transform from one business model to another, from one form to another. It happened actually in New York City libraries from the year between 2008 till 2015. In the beginning, we have to understand the community that we serve. In your library, before serving a certain community, you have to understand the community. You have to investigate. You have to be well known about the community that you serve. So in the beginning, I will give you some facts about New York City, including the library system in New York City. So the presentation entitled is Education Through Social Application. I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself. That was a mistake. My name is Hesham Mohamed. I have a Master's in Information and Library Science. I have a Doctorate in Information and Technology. And I have a Doctorate in Management and Organizational Leadership. I'm a Senior Librarian and Emerging Technology Specialist in Queens Library for 15 years. And I'm a New Yorker. So first we'll talk about New York City. New York City has 5 boroughs: Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, and Brooklyn. The land area of New York City, 304.6 square miles, 490.2 kilometers. NYC facts. It's high diversity. So the population of the NYC residents, 8.25 million people. Manhattan, they live 1.65. Bronx, 1.45. Staten Island, 500,000. Queens, 2.3 million. Brooklyn, 2.6 million. Residents who speak only English, it's 51%. The other 49% speak language other than English. So you see how difficult of the library system mission to deliver specific, customized services at the user's need. Those 49 speak 36 different languages with 76 different dialects. And our mission is to deliver, as I said, and insist, customized services equally to each person in New York City. The library systems, the residents of New York City, are served through 3 library systems: New York Public Library, Brooklyn Public Library, Queens Public Library. They're under one umbrella and funded, 85% of the fund comes from New York City government. Let's talk first about New York Public Library. This library founded in 1895. Branches, 88 library branches, and 4 research centers, research libraries. Collections, 51 million items. Operating budget, 144 million per year. And NYC share from this budget is 85%. Serving 3 boroughs: Manhattan, Bronx, Staten Island. Brooklyn Public Library, founded 1 year after, 1896. Branches 60. Collections 6.5 million. Operating budget 100 million per year. NYC share from this budget is 85%. Excuse me. Serving Brooklyn County or Brooklyn Borough. Queens Public Library, that's the library I work in, founded the same year, 1896. Branches 63 libraries, and 7 adult learning centers, collections of 10 million items, budgets $128 million per year, and the share of New York City government is 85%, serving Queens Borough. Now let us talk a little bit about the school system, because this presentation gives you a clear example, practical example about collaboration between public libraries and education. So we focus in this presentation about how to deliver or filling the gap in the missing educational services, and we're talking about professional education. The school system of New York City, we have school-going children aged from 6 to 18, we have 1.7 million. School teachers, we have 74,000 public teachers for public schools. Public schools, we have 1,800 public schools just in New York City. Operating budget is $19.2 billion per year. New York City funded 55% of this budget. So you see, we're seeing that as of now, the diversity, how big the project is, even for education, and the funding is high. So, we've had economic crisis from the year 2005 to 2010. This economic crisis negatively affecting every facet of life in New York City. Not only for library, not only for schools, but even people who left jobs, laid off, they have no source of incomes. With high diversity in New York City, people start counting deeply on free services that we can deliver to them to replace the service that they cannot afford to pay for. Schooling system affected by 11,000 teachers' positions were eliminated. After school programs were closed. Those school programs were so in need. It was so important and imperative for the kids, especially kids of immigrants. Okay, immigration in New York City, most immigrants come to New York City, but this is the magnet of immigration, of course, because it's a great city and they have work, you can find work fast. However, when you have children and you don't speak English properly, you're almost not focusing on yourself, you're focusing on your kids' education. And because the English language is not 100% clear, the parents, plus they don't know the educational system in the US, they count deeply on either the library or school to help their kids with the school homework. However, those crises affect us in a way that schools have to close after school programs, including homework help programs. Educational materials also has been reduced. The public library system, the public school system is for free, like public libraries for free. Of course, they give them the kids, there's no tuition, you give the kids books, subject books during the school. However, the state exam books, we call it the core exam books, parents have to buy it for their kids. For the library, buying new library materials, reduced. Library hours of service, reduced. Library staff members, reduced. And library programs, reduced. So now we have a huge problem from both sides. Usually, they count on us to give some programs or to fill in the gap in the service that they cannot give, or they cannot deliver, and vice versa, we're doing the same thing. However, in this case, both of us were deeply hurt when it comes to this crisis. Now, it's time for us, it's good for any library, despite we're talking about crisis or not crisis, but it's good for you, for a library, you must evaluate your work from time to time. And in this case, both of us, school system and library system, has to stop, collaborate, and let us see, evaluate what's our problem, what is the problem, how to fix this problem as soon as possible. We focus on education, especially kids' education. So the first step we're doing is evaluation. I'll talk from the perspective of public libraries. For public libraries, we have to evaluate what we need to add, what we can sacrifice. Let us say you have two programs. I have one fund. So one for entertainment, because now the transformation happening in the public libraries. It's not a place that houses books anymore. Librarian is not this guy who's charging people when they come and make noise in the library. Now he's a social worker, and the library is community center, has it all, including entertainment programs. So now when we evaluate what we need and what we can sacrifice to get over this crisis, we evaluate between if entertainment programs are important or education is important. And it's very important for any library, either to get over crisis or to develop new programs to give more services. In this case, our evaluation indicated that we're missing service and materials. Homework services and materials. Second step was collaboration. And that's a key point, actually, collaboration. That in this case, the Board of Education collaborated with the libraries, or vice versa. We are collaborating with the schooling system, the Board of Education, and we start working as one unit. Not giving each other service, not helping each other. No, we start working as one unit. What you have, what you can give, and what you can give. The same point. That's a collaboration. It has to be in depth. It's not like you're sitting on the table and discuss what we can do. No, it's one unit. Because the aim for this is to keep delivering the needed service for kids' education. So collaboration here, in this case, happened between the three library systems, the Department of Education, United Federation Teacher of Teachers, and IMLS, which is the Institutions, Museum, and Library Services. This institution is focusing and had importance for the library and museum. Helped us a lot, actually, creating this project, because he funded the project. Third step was research. We cannot move on. We cannot develop any new service, and we cannot fix any problem without research. Just understand what the problem and how you fix it. In this case, 3 different researches have been conducted. Actually, my dissertation was in the last one, the librarians' perceptions. We've tested the kids' perception. In the beginning, when we decided to create a website can deliver this homework services, we've created a website called homeworknyc.org. The kids can just go to the website, obtain any educational materials, resources, connect with a teacher, professional teacher, NYC teacher, and he can just send the work for review, help him for math equation, whatever he has to do in his homework. The teacher on the other side will help him out. However, 1 year after implementing and launching this site, we have to launch usability testing. Usability testing indicated that no one of the kids using it, they don't like it. So it's a waste of time and effort and money, because after 1 year, no one using this. So it's time for us to start again and evaluate again, or re-evaluate what we did. So it's focus groups with kids, aged from 8 to 16. The indication, the study indicated, the findings indicated that the site is crowded and it's not easy to navigate. So they get bored on it, they don't want to use it. They're still counting on Google and Wikipedia, but they don't want to use this, which is an authenticated one. There is a professional teacher on the other side who will help them out, but no, it's still counting on Google. So there's no use in this. We have to do something else. Another research is being conducted with them, with the kids, to ask them how you like. And this, the area of transformation. You ask the kids how you like to receive and obtain the homework. 99% stated we need to receive it on Facebook. You need to do the homework while being on Facebook. Second research, okay, who's going to deliver the service? Teachers. We conduct another investigation to investigate with teachers how they like it. Who's going to pay them? There is no money for us at this area. So here, the UFT, which is the United Federation of Teachers, was so nice, was so good, he got deeply involved to hire 50 retired teachers to deliver the service. So now we fixed the first one, second was teachers. The only one left was the perceptions of the librarians. The librarians are the bridge. Librarians are going to be in the middle between the kids and the teachers. This is a place we're going to host those kids to obtain their homework assistance. They are going to instruct the kids and guide the kids through using and implementing those apps. The fourth point was fundraising. So we came to this point, we've decided what we're going to do, what exactly they asked for. Now we have to have some fun. Most of the fund came from MLS. They funded us with $27,000 to do the research in the beginning, and then they funded us with $378,000 to implement social apps on Facebook to deliver homework assistance. Last step was implementation. It was a 3-year project. It's been implemented. It's been launched in 2010. And to be honest with you, at 2015, the results are remarkably great because kids start using it. Our focus in the beginning was just to deliver the missing services. So the first app we installed was, let's talk about the social trends. We've used the social trends. Social trends came from a conceptual framework of the social capital. Social capital were the place that people come to socialize and to talk and to chat and have life. It's social. So this time, we moved the social capital from a place in the library, moved it all the way, expanded to be happen and occurred online. So the first app we implemented was Para Teacher app. As you see in this app, you can install it nice and easy on their account, Facebook account. Para Teacher, in here, you see it's chatting room. Kids, it's available for school-going children Monday to Thursday from 4:30 to 6:30 every day. Of course, we're in the library because most libraries close from 7 to 8 o'clock. However, they still extended to 7 o'clock p.m. And you can download it if you're using phone number instead of just using the online. So even if you don't have access online and you want to do it at home, you can just do it through the phone. You can just put your name, the kids put your name, send, share online whiteboard and math help, upload documents for teachers to review and more, any kind of homework at all school levels, from K to 12. Then we reevaluate again. It's good for us. Now we're delivering the service. Kids start using it. They were so excited. Many of them, they come after school, come to the library, straight to the library, looking for this, to start giving us services. So we succeeded, but we can't stop. So we thought about, why don't we do something else for the kids to teach them to be researchers at an early age. So we've created the Search It app. The Search It app allows the students to search the whole materials, educational or whatever materials, in the library, the 3 library systems. Remember, the 3 library systems in New York City are yes under one umbrella, but they're separated, they're not linked. They got linked in this case. So we have the 3 library catalogs were accumulated and connected together to be free and accessible to those kids. So they can search websites, images, news sites, online reference books, and they can connect to the 3 library system looking for educational materials or any other materials from one place at their social network account. So in this case, now they learn how to search for resources. Like they can go to the web or just to go for Gale, for educated resources. In this case, we have control in schooling the kids to be sure that when they do a research at any age level, they do a professional research, not just Wikipedia or Google. The third one was, now it's time for us to keep them connected and bonded to the library. Make the library a place for them to come. Okay, not only for education, but want them to come. It's kind of outreach. But I call this a positive outreach to the kids. You push them to come. You don't beg them to come, but you push them to come by your services. So we've developed a Attended app. And you can look for those programs we have in all 3 library systems. Which library is close to his house? What kind of program we have there? From chess club, book clubs, teen club, knitting circle, everything whatsoever. We have a lot. And actually, we don't design those kind of programs. Kids do. Each library connected with their own kids to make them get involved in what they need to learn from the library. Okay, that's the apps. Because kids love to use the mobile apps a lot. Yes, you can use the Facebook. Yes, you can use the computers, but they love to have it in the go. you have to have it in the mobile. So it developed a mobile app of this one. Same mobile app, look the same, more functions, and it's good for them to use. And they like it more. So they start using the mobile apps more than using the computers. Why was created the mobile apps? Remember, we're talking about a huge initiative. We're talking about 1.7 million kids. Each library, after school programs, how many computers we have that will allow the library to deliver equal services to each team. The timing is from 4:30 to 6:30. But let's say I have 10 computers in the library. Each teenage needs to use 1 hour. That means I'm not serving many. So, that's when the topic, the dissertation topic came from. The librarian's perception, why it's important and it's imperative and it's vital that you have to investigate the frontline staff members, because they give us what we don't think. They give us more. They give us a good hint about how to increase the service by using mobile apps and implemented in a tablets that we received as a donation to lend it to people. So we used part of it to deliver this service to more teenagers, to more kids. It came from librarians. So they have a lot of outcomes, they have a lot of brainstorming that they can tell us what to do, and it helps a lot in this project. Okay, as of now, we succeeded delivering the service. There's still one part missing, the materials. Library materials was missing, but this part of the evaluation that we're missing, educational materials. So I've created a new site called My Library NYC. Okay. I said in the beginning that parents have to buy the core examples. They have to buy the state examples for the kids, but they didn't have any. Those prices down. So what we did, the free library system, we created this site. We provide millions of items, millions of free resources, internet resources and print resources for all kinds of levels, school levels from K to 12. And we allow teachers to order sets. A teacher in school can order one set of 50 books or 100 books for his kids to give it to them. Not only that, we're not going to ask the teacher to come to pick it up because it's many of them. Library will deliver these books at his place, his school. Library service is for free, but when you're late, you pay late fee. In this case, doesn't matter how late you are, there is no late fee. There's no renewals. Or you finish them and you bring it back, the library, bring it back to the library. I'm talking about the teacher. Same thing with the student themselves, individually. If they need to order books themselves, they can use the site, request the books. We send it to the closest library to his house, so you can go and pick it up. Digital access resources. Access to digital resources. There's millions and millions, all kinds of digital resources that's helped them from K to 12, even games that's helped the K students, putting on the students, kids to learn language and to learn math, everything, even those programs were provided through the access digital resources of the three library system. So now we're delivering both. Okay, we fill the gap in missing services and in missing materials. Now we have to evaluate this. Second part of evaluation, after we've done all this, let us see short-term results. What happened now? What we do? What did we do in this case? Fill the gap in missing educational service. The gap has been created by the budget reduction. As of now, it's been filled, and the service completes. So we give back service, we give back educational service to the kids, and helping the school do the same thing. Second point was delivered a new customized education service. We didn't just provide a service like before. The library used to have service, and for the user, they may not use it. But in this case, we customized the service at their needs. You deliver the service to them as they wanted to receive it, as they wanted to obtain it through the social apps, because then they request that. Expanded the library social capital concept. As I said before, the budget reduction entails that we have to close the library early a little bit, meaning that when there's missing service here, moving the service from a library as a place to online is expanding the social capital where people come together and socialize from in place to be occurring online. So now we have 2 library branches. One that you come to visit, and one you can still socialize online. And actually do action online. It's not only just to check and browse items, no, to receive and obtain services. Outreach and collaborated with schools. After this, now we're good. 2015 was a remarkable year. It's wonderful. For the first time, we get all our fund back. Schools and libraries. Do you think we're going to stop collaborating with schools? No, because we just started. The library automatically transformed from this side, which I'm going to explain to you in the coming slides, to different way form of delivering services through collaboration. Increase the use of library space and materials, because now kids come into the library because it's their place to play. Before we remember all day school, all day libraries, you cannot make a place. If someone will shush you with thick glasses, that's a librarian. Now, not anymore. Now we have clubs inside. It's a community center. We have clubs for kids. We have programs to make them so interested in coming to the library to use it. Long-term results. In the long run, for patrons, develops a new generation of researchers at an early age. 6-year-old kid, 8-year-old kid, know exactly how to do advanced research, to look for a material himself because of this project. For the long term, think of this kid when he becomes 20 years old. Strengthen the bond between patrons and the library. Remember, when we have school kids, the parents come to the kids. Yeah, they come to the library to obtain homework help, but the parents come to them. So now the parents, when they come, we develop more programs for those parents to keep them involved, to keep them more busy, waiting for the kids to finish their homework. So now the parents and the kids used to come to the library. But in the beginning, they come for a reason. Now they come because they have to, because they used to come for what's new in the library. For libraries, shifting the library trends and consequently the library business model. Thinking of a library as a business model. That's what we had before. Library has context, creating the context of the library, including policy, procedure, places, everything. Then we have content in the library, books, materials, services, content in the library. Then the users join the library to obtain or to get content through the content. So in this case, we were concentrating on services. We have services, we develop the services. Yes, maybe based, partially based on the people's need, but services, not specific, not customized services. And the user may or may not use it. So the focus in this area is on services. We focus in the library on services. As of now, this model, we call it service-centered model. We still have the context. We still have the content. But this way, we added the service. So the service become part as a content, become part of the library. Why we put the service? Because we customize the service at the user's needs. And in this case, we're focusing on the user, not the service anymore. So we can customize the content and the context and the services based on him, what he needs from us to do. And this course model, we call it user-centered model. Does the resources? Give me the question. Ready for question? Any questions? Any questions?